Hello everyone and welcome to Matt the Dragon Railways, and today in this video I'm going to be reviewing one of my favourite diesel locomotives. And yes, it's the Hornby R30083 Sentinel, and this one's PBA 39, which is a diesel I actually work on. So yeah, without further ado, let's open the box. Right, so here is the box of the Sentinel, and I just want to say, considering I work on this diesel, and I know quite a lot about these. In fact, if you look underneath, there's a booklet telling me all the information about the real thing. I think I'm more than capable to review this diesel and probably get one of the most thorough reviews. So if you know anyone who really wants this Sentinel but wants to see what it's like, send them this review over, share it via link. Anyway, yeah, so this model is R30083, Port of Bristol Authority Sentinel 060 diesel hydraulic number 39. So yeah, this worked for the Port of Bristol Authority, and yeah, it's a nicer picture on the box, same as what you get on the website. And if you're a DCC person, it's a 6-pin. Anyway, if I take you to the back of the box, there's some history there, and you can actually read that for yourself. Just screenshot or pause and read it now. So yeah, so it's time to get into the box. There's a nice view of the top of it there, and just get the sleeve that's on nice and tight, and oh, look at that, and very nice blue there, Oxford blue it is. But yeah, that looks really nice. So let's get this locomotive out, but before I show you it, I'm gonna take a look at the instructions in the back. I'll just pop this box away, and there you go, your DCC ready and DCC fitted operating and maintenance instructions. So all the standard stuff for you all to read, some nice drawings. Looks quite simple to take the body off. Yeah, 4 screws, and yeah, looks quite nice there. Oiling points are standard and fitting with DCC, and fitting your accessories, which I shall get onto in a second. So yeah, and then you've got your warranty and all that on these. So yeah, if I just pop that away and I get the wonderful diesel in sight, and we've got this little bag that you can redo, do up, and it's got these NEM-ended pieces of plastic with lining on them, and that's so you can take out the standard NEM couplings and slot these in as a blanking piece if you do not want to use the NEM couplings. So just putting that away, a simple lift that, and take off this piece of protective packaging, which is very nice and helps protect the locomotive quite well. And there you go, you've got a wonderful diesel 060 Sentinel by Hornby. I still can't believe they are actually being made. So yeah, I've actually knew they have been making these from quite early on, before a lot longer before they were announced, as I knew when they were measuring them up, so the real thing. So yeah, it's quite good. So yeah, that looks really nice. Nice die-cast chassis. You can feel how cold that is. That's quite nice. A nice bit of weight, for good shunting and all that. So yeah, it looks quite nice. So the next thing to do is to put this wonderful diesel on a white background and show you the details, or at least most of them, and go into some good depth into what this model is like detail-wise. So here's 39 down on a white background, and I'm going to start off with the finish. Just look at that wonderful Oxford blue and those lovely stripes. Then we go on to the cab detail. Now this is so much better than the old Sentinel. The old one was just plain blue. This one's really nicely painted up. All the greys and blacks and the proper gauges. This is just beautiful and dead on accurate. And then we go on to having the little separately fitted handbrake, which is very nice, but it is sadly in the blue plastic, of which nowadays the real thing is actually in red. So yeah, that is a small problem. Then we go on to the windscreen wipers. They are on the front and rear and nicely separately fitted in the upwards position. There they are on the back as well. So yeah, those look really nice. Then we're going to look at the windows. Now it's nice and glazed and it has this really nice silver paint outline, which is there to resemble metal like on the prototype. Then we look onto the chassis, really nicely detailed here. Some nice brake detail and all that, etc. Then we got these really nice rods, and yeah, this has come out really nice and detailed. The only problem really is these crank pins down here. They're left unpainted, which isn't like the prototype. They'd be fully painted up. But yeah, apart from that, that's alright. Now we have a look at the running plate, which is really nicely done up in this wasp stripe livery, as per the prototype was back on the Bristol Harbour when she had a repaint. So yeah, it looks quite nice, but sadly there is a little bit of paint bleed. Apart from that, it's actually really good. Oh yeah, and they missed that little bit down there, but I'm not too fussed. Looking down at the sandboxes now, they are done really well, but there's this silver piece that represents metal, and in real life there's this crisscross pattern which is not replicated on the real thing, but I can understand due to how much the model actually costs, as well as how difficult it would have actually been to have done that. Talking of these crisscross patterns, all along the top of the running plate there is this crisscross pattern up there, which is very prototypical to the real thing. This is what they had, but it's actually so subtle on this model you can actually only see it when you catch it on the light, so it isn't crude or anything. It looks really nice. So now let's have a look at the handrails. Now some are plastic and some are metal, very nice and fine though, and they're quite strong and rigid. And this rear one is nice and flexible, but no signs of being brittle and breaking, which is very good considering it's all exposed. Now looking down the side, there is a fuel gauge here, which is correct, but it's actually not picked out in anything. I would have preferred it to have been white, even for the money, but it's not a massive problem. It's just a little thing that I would have preferred having done to it. And then I'm struggling to show you in this, but there are door handles moulded onto the body, and that's quite a good little feature. Now taking a look at the rear of the Sentinel, you've got the 4 lights which have been done really nice, and that sword, and also the nice grille effect on the back. This was not a grille of course, but they had this effect on the real thing, which is really nice. And we're going to have a look at the rear buffer beam. No sprung buffers, but I think that's alright for the money, don't you? And we've got a nice coupling hook here for a 3-link chain, as well as these re-railing hoops, as I call them, which put the locomotives back on rails when they derailed. Now taking a look at the front, no sprung buffers again, and nice coupling hook and the lights and the sword as normal. You've got the little hook for the 3-chain, and you've actually got a NEM coupling, the standard up here. And you've got this nice grille pattern. This is an actual grille where the radiator is sat behind, and it's got this really nice effect behind that Sentinel's models are known for, but you can't really see it as it's in the dark blue. Then you have the powered by Rolls-Royce on the side of the bonnet, and the Sentinel, which has been done out really nicely on this model. And also looking on the side, you have PBA 39 crisply applied on the side, and prototypically done, and it looks really nice. And you've also got the Bristol crest on the side, which is so well detailed, all those different colours in such a tiny space. I think they've done a very good job on that, especially for the price of this model. Now I'm going to take a second to admire all the lining, which has been applied crisply and so well with no paint smudging, which is really nice. Some of it's just plain yellow and some of it is yellow and black. And if you take a look at the top of the exhaust, it's been picked out with some lining and some black, which is prototypical and very nice on the model. Also, I almost forgot to point this out, this what I believe to be separately fitted piece up here. Now to have a look at the moulding in general, and it's all been done really nicely. You've got the water cap for the radiator and the fuel cap at the back, which is very nicely moulded, and just general mouldings in general, which I think have come out really nice. These panels on the side, which would roll out on roller bearings in real life. So yeah, it's been picked out really nice. One thing missing though, as per the prototype, is a little orange flashy light on the roof, and basically it could have done with that, but I think due to the moulding costs and all that, and the price of the model, I don't think it hurts to miss out on it. But if it's that much of a bother to you, you can always purchase some lights off somewhere and glue it on the roof. So overall, for this model, I think it's well worth the money. The detail then, all the moulding and all that is very nice. Anyway, it's not just about the detail, it's about performance. So let's go and put her down on the Roger Bay and see her slow speed and general running. So there is 39 down on the layer, and God, doesn't she look wonderful down there. So yeah, it's straight into the slow speed test. So I've just cracked up the controller and she's just humming. I don't know if she's moving though, so I'll give it a few seconds and let you know through editing, as I have actually reviewed another Sentinel that you'll be seeing later on in the year, and that was actually so slow you couldn't see it until I was quickly going through the editing. So yeah, I'll skip through that, but from now on I'm just gonna take up the power, just making more noise, and the wheels do move when I pull it along, but she can't pull herself. So let's just, oh, yeah, you can see that when I pull it along the wheels move fine, but she can't move herself. There we go. And I've just seen you've gone out of focus, but yeah, I'd say that's quite good speed. Let's just bring her back. Yeah, I'd say that looks alright. I'm just trying to get you in focus. Not gonna do it, is he? Oh well, hang on. Right, let's try reverse. By the way, she has been ran in, so yeah, that's alright. I'd say that's alright. Let's test her top speed. Whack it right up to the top. That's quite a nice slow speed actually, which is quite good considering she's a shunting loco. And in real life, the top speed of this would have been about 17.6 miles per hour. Now, just before I couple it up to a train and everything, I'm going to tell you about the mechanism. Now, the specified motor on the website says that it is a 3-pole motor inside, which is alright, like the Hornby Peckets have and the Terriers. I opened up the bottom to check for any bearings. There's 2 bearings on each axle, which actually the older Sentinel doesn't have, so that's actually quite good. That's a nice upgrade. And when taking off the base keeper plate, I saw that it was not hardwired in, which makes life so much easier because it just pops off and you can put it aside. So yeah, that helps you out when doing maintenance. So anyway, I'm just going to put in the right direction first and take her down, and you may just see in the corner small train. I haven't ran her with a train yet, and yeah, it's just a small little goods train. I'll just reverse it back at full speed. There we go. And yeah, I'll just set her off with this train. So yeah, let's just put her up, and I think I'm going to go halfway up the controller. That's a nice slow speed. And on the inner line, I'm actually going to be running 2 Sentinels. I decided to double head the 2 040 variants. I have the rod driven and the chain driven, and they've got a fairly long goods train with a weathered brake van I'd done up yesterday of filming. So yeah, these are quite good models, and you'll see a review of them later on in the year. Just let 39 go by. Those wasp stripes do help her pop out quite a lot, don't they? So yeah, let's do that. You might hear a higher motor noise, and that's because I'm onto a more modern controller on that one. I'm not too keen on it, it's just that the other one broke, and I shall sort that out another time. So yeah, enjoy the running clips, and then I will get back to you with my overall conclusion. So, what is my opinion on Hornby's 060 Sentinel? Well, I think the finish on it is really good. All the detail was really nice, well packaged, etc. 3-pole motor, bearings, good base keeper plate, quite a good smooth runner, decent at slow speeds. With the die-cast chassis as well, that's really nice to have, as it's given it some more weight. I'm not giving it a big enough train really to show you what she's like. She could pull probably quite a lot more than double that, I'd say. So yeah, quite a nice strong locomotive, very good runner, and overall just really nice. So would I recommend one of these for you? Well, yes, definitely. If you've got a shunting layout or just want to run a Sentinel and you're after one, then I can thoroughly recommend the 6-wheel variant. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like, share this with your friends and anyone who you think may want a Sentinel, or share it on Facebook and all that. Comment down below, what did you think of the Sentinel? Do you like it, and are you going to get one? And and consider subscribing to the channel for more reviews and more content. I release my videos every Saturday at 12 in the afternoon normally. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to leave you with some clips of this Sentinel running, and I shall see you all next time. Cheerio for now.